What is up, everybody? I am back again. No, I didn't. I'm not wearing the same exact thing I wore on the last video. I just recorded the same day. Okay. Once again, we're moving back to Texas. So the content has had a little delay because I got to take care of this shit. I'm not going to deal with the I'm doing it all by myself conversation, right? You don't want that with your lady. Okay. You want to go to bed in peace. Okay. So, late round QBs is what I'm talking about today. The first guy I wanted to talk about was Aaron Rodgers. I know, man, the production last year wasn't great, but to me, it had to do with miscommunications, not trusting guys, because you saw it with how many times he was just targeting the running back, the checkdowns, the bullshit throws that he was making, plus the injuries to David Bakhtiari, Elgton Jenkins. You like that T in there? Elgton Jenkins on the left side, his blind side is getting beat down. Pause. God damn. I'm on one today. Now, things that aren't repeatable to me, like in 2023 with any quarterback, Kirk Cousins, I don't care who it is, Tua Tagovailoa, Jared Goff. Bro, he only had 3 games. Aaron Rodgers only had 3 fucking games with over 250 passing yards. 3. 250? I could throw for 100. Me, 100. He was also sacked the most time since 2019. He also had 16 turnovers last year when he had 19 turnovers combined in the previous 3 years. So you're looking to me at a guy who lost his offensive coordinator, who now goes back to Nathaniel Hackett. He had no chemistry with his wide receivers and only with his running backs. That's why you saw those bullshit checkdowns, all the quick plays, one with the O-line injuries. You're trying to get the ball out quick. Like, look at my team, the Bucks. Our O-line was horrible last year. What do? We just did quick passes. And then Tom would like blindly throw it downfield sometimes. So that's what you get. And then him finally having a real number 1 wide receiver again, and Garrett Wilson. I think you're going to see a lot of Garrett Wilson out there, man. And I'm very high on Garrett Wilson right now. And him in the second round is a great value pick to me because he's going like mid-second round. I love that pick. So I'll take that all day. So Aaron Rodgers, I expect him to have a much better year. Like I said, when Nathaniel Hackett, he's over here throwing for 38 touchdowns and 4 picks, 40 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. Like, you're talking about historic shit. And I don't believe in the very steep decline of Aaron Rodgers. I didn't believe in it with Tom Brady either, and it wasn't a steep decline. Tom Brady threw for 5,000 yards, and he's a year younger than my dad. You get what I'm saying? And if he was a bum, he wouldn't be able to make those huge throws that he makes. Aaron Rodgers still has the arm, has the pinpoint accuracy, and yes, he made a lot of bad decisions last year. But if you go through and look at the tape, a lot of the times, I think I saw a video, Greg Cosell. He was breaking down Aaron Rodgers' tape, and he was like, this is an option route. And he showed 3 different games where it branches off in 3 different directions, and the rookie wide receivers make the wrong read. And that's on Aaron Rodgers, too, to know what they're going to do. He's sitting there having full conversations with them on the sideline after he throws a pick. So I'm in on Aaron Rodgers, man. I really am. So y'all go get Aaron Rodgers. He's going in the fucking 11th round. I'm taking that. Mostly if I can get 2 QBs, and I'm not a dude that does that, but if I can get him as my second quarterback, I'm taking him. This next guy who I've really been preaching about in all my videos. It's not because I'm like addicted to hand jobs. That was one of my favorite categories. That was one of my, I'm not going to talk about it. Deshaun Watson, okay, he's going QB9. I think that's fair. I think that is a fair assessment, but I think he has top 5 potential. I think y'all are drafting him at the right spot because I think y'all see what I see, right? He's going where? In the 8th round, basically. He's going in the 8th round, where to me, I'm an old school fantasy guy. I think I've changed my ways because I'm taking quarterbacks a little bit earlier, like Lamar Jackson, Justin Fields, those type of guys. But I'm still an old school guy at heart. If those guys aren't there, like in the 5th to 6th, I'm not going to reach. And I'm going to fall back and wait till the 8th or 9th round. So a guy like Deshaun Watson, I know I've preached him on my other videos, but listen, man, Kevin Stefanski, elite play caller. He was winning games with Jacoby Brissett last year, guys. The run game will be there. top 3 O-line, probably number 2 behind the Eagles in the league. He's going to have time to throw. He's got Elijah Moore now. He's got Donovan Peoples-Jones. He's got Amari Cooper. He's got Njoku. He's got Nick Chubb. Like, it's unlimited potential for this offense to me. And I think the whole team is getting slept on because of how I feel about Nick Chubb. Go check out that video too. This dude is one of those guys that I think has a little bit of rushing upside. He's not like a super runner, but he runs the football. Even last year, in 6 games, he ran the ball 30 times for 175 yards and a touchdown. If he just does that for the whole season, you're looking at 3 rushing touchdowns, 600 yards, and 90 carries. That's what I'm really looking at. He has good rushing upside potential, and now he has familiarity with his fucking weapons. He didn't have an off season. He didn't practice with the team. He was a year and a half, basically a 2-year layoff, sitting on the sidelines, once again going from Texas in a dome to going to Cleveland in an ice storm when he came out there week 12, I believe, week 13. It was literally sleeting. And I just believe Kevin Stefanski's system is built for guys like Deshaun Watson, who isn't going to go from a generational talent. You remember when he beat Bama? Remember how you felt about him then? And then when he came in the NFL and you're like, I knew he'd be great. He's still the same guy. Now, we didn't know what he was doing behind the scenes. We didn't know that, but we knew we could play some football, right? And that's all I'm saying. I think this system is built for him. He can make every throw on the football field, whether you believe it or not. And this guy's going to have a good season, if not a great season this year. I promise. One of the biggest sleepers in the draft to me, just because of the stigma he got early in his career. A dude who finished quarterback 9 last year, but is going quarterback 14 and in the 10th round this year. Daniel Jones. He only threw for 15 touchdowns last year and finished in the top 10 QBs. Do you know how crazy that is? That was the lowest amount of touchdowns he's thrown in his whole career. And yes, you can go to the 11 games he had a couple years ago. I'm talking about when he's a full-time starter. That's the lowest he's ever thrown. You don't think that's a little odd? Are his receivers reliable? No. With Saquon there, does that change things? Yes, but in a good way for Daniel Jones. Now, he may throw more picks. He may fumble a little bit more, but his stats are going to be a little bit more juiced, in my opinion, if Saquon sits out. I really believe that. Last year, this guy has 7 top 12 finishes, 3 top 3 finishes, and 5 top 5 finishes. What else can you want? And quarterback is one of those positions that's up and down unless you get those top 3 to 4 guys. So if you're going to be the guy that drafts quarterbacks late in the draft, you might as well get a guy with rushing upside. Yeah, look at him. Look at Daniel fucking Jones. Does he look like a guy that can run? Oh, no. But last year, he had 120 rushing attempts for over 700 yards with 7 touchdowns. And he sat out week 18 because they guaranteed their playoff spot. So he finished quarterback 9, sat out week 18, had 700 rushing yards and 7 rushing touchdowns, sat out week 18. I mean, guys, this guy is, it's a high upside pick here. He does have rushing upside. And that's why I like Daniel Jones. Second year in a new system? Oh, please, man. Please, I think we're going to see the real Daniel Jones this year. I don't think Daniel Jones is some elite quarterback. But I think he has potential there. And I think we're going to see it this year. Another guy I think people are just sleeping on, QB 11. Going in the 10th round too, I believe. 9th round. Tua Tagovailoa, guys. 4 top 5 finishes in the first 8 weeks. And if you don't count the Bengals game, he had 25 touchdowns and 8 picks in 12 games. 12 games? And you may go, well, he's going to get hurt again. Well, yeah, I'm talking about this guy as drafting him as your QB2. Because if you're taking a dude already that late in the draft, or you took one of those running quarterbacks at the beginning of the draft in that 4th, 5th round, and they are more susceptible to get hurt and you need a backup. I'm not a 2 QB guy, but this year I think I will be. Because I find risk in taking those guys early, mostly like a Lamar or a Justin Fields, because those guys, They're prone to get hurt. NFL history has taught us that. And with 4 top 5 finishes in the first 8 weeks, his second year in Mike McDaniel's system, all the weapons he has, are you kidding me? Has 1 week under 100 QB rating? I mean, guys, this guy, you can think of him what you will. Think of his concussions. Think of his injuries. He's got one of the best offensive minds in the game. He's got a ground attack that is going to punish people and set up everything he wants to do. And he's got 2 wide receivers that literally cannot be covered. So I'm all in on Tua this year as my QB2. Or if those guys get drafted early, the guys that I want, I'll sit and wait back for Tua and load up on the depth. Thank you all for watching this video, man. Y'all like, subscribe, comment. Go check out my TikTok right here. My TikTok, my Instagram, my Twitter. Go follow that, like, subscribe, all that shit, man. I love you all. Thank you for listening. I'm out. Deuce.